Stocks by day, sports by night, trading around the clock. Sports, value, life. It's Elite Co 3.
Welcome back, guys. Nolan Klein of Elite Co 3, and I'm excited to announce that this is the start of a new direction for the channel. One of my longtime friends has come on board, and he's going to help me with the quality and production value of all the videos, and the content is going to remain unchanged. Although we may branch out a little bit and go into some different subjects, we're going to stay with the passionate hobby that we've all focused on. Focus on sports cards, how we always have for the past 7 years. So today's video is going to be a look at the 2012 NFL Draft, which was a pretty landmark draft in that 5 rookie quarterbacks started in week 1, which has never happened since a 1970 NFL merger. And a view at hobby card values from June 2013 to February of 2017. So go ahead and comment, subscribe if you want to, and let me know what you guys think of the new channel. Okay, the 2012 NFL Draft was held in New York City from April 26th to April 28th, and this draft was affectionately known as the Suck for Luck Draft, as many teams were tanking to try to get the number 1 pick, mainly because Andrew Luck was very highly heralded, one of the top quarterback prospects to come out of college since Peyton Manning back in 1998. So teams were vying for that number 1 pick, and when all the dust settled, the Colts had the number 1 pick, and they had the chance to draft Luck as their number 1 pick. So we're going to go through the analysis, starting with June 2013 is where I took my my analysis from, which is the Beckett magazine, and we're going to start off with the notable players that did not quite make the top 10, but they did have hobby value, and they were prominent figures in the hobby at this time. So let's start with Chandler Jones, who is now with the Cardinals. Brandon Weeden, the 29-year-old quarterback drafted by the Browns. Kendall Wright, Robert Griffin's teammate at Baylor. Nick Foles, who flourished in the 2013 season and is now a little bit washed up. Michael Floyd, who, had the DUI problem last December. He caught on with the Patriots, but he was deactivated for the Super Bowl. Josh Gordon, who has had more problems than you can even imagine, mainly with marijuana, which has kept him out of the league. David Wilson, who actually vied for an Olympic spot as a sprinter, I believe. Dontari Poe, the nose tackle for the Chiefs, and the Oregon Duck, LaMichael James, who never did much of anything in the NFL. So let's get down to the list. Number 10 is Kirk Cousins, Michigan State product, now with the Redskins. After his rookie season, he played behind Robert Griffin because Robert Griffin was the talk of the town. He got a few starts in, and he did have some hobby value at that point. Number 9, the Arizona State product, Brock Osweiler. He did not play as a rookie, but people liked that he played behind Peyton Manning and saw the prospect of him becoming the starter down the road. Number 8, Doug Martin, Boise State running back, had a fantastic rookie season, and his card values were starting to hit their stride at that point. Number 7, another player that has had a lot of trouble with the law, Justin Blackmon. Been in trouble with alcohol, drugs, multiple offenses. We probably won't see him back in the league, but at this time he was a top 10 pick, and there was a lot of potential for him. Number 6 is a quarterback, Ryan Tannehill of the Miami Dolphins. Started from day 1 as a rookie, very raw as a product, but he did have decent hobby after his rookie season. 5, Alfred Morris, fantastic rookie season, paired along with Robert Griffin, running the ball over 1,300 yards. Became one of the best running backs in the NFL stat-wise. Number 4, major colossal bust, but after his rookie season, there was still buzz for this player, Trent Richardson. He is currently out of the league. Last reported, he got in trouble for domestic violence of his girlfriend, and that's how that story ends right there. Number 3, Russell Wilson came in, took the starting job from Matt Flynn in the 2012 preseason and flourished. 2, Robert Griffin III. His card values at this time were very, very close to the number 1 on our list, which some people might know by now. But Robert Griffin, so much hype for him. He tore his knee. He didn't tear it, but he tweaked it in December of 2012. And he came back for the playoffs and played that playoff game against the Seahawks. and he wasn't quite the same. He had the big brace on, the bulky brace, and after that, we never quite saw the same Robert Griffin. So that was kind of a turning point in his career. And number one, suck for luck, Andrew Luck. His hobby values have increased over the years, but after his rookie season, they were the best in the hobby. Market analysis. He had a solid rookie season and all the potential in the world to go on and be great in the future. So that's the top 10 from the analysis of June 2013. All right, so what's changed in that time period? June 2013 to February 2017, some stuff has to have changed, right? And you're definitely right in that. So we're going to start off with number 10, and it's a pairing of running backs. One was on the list back in June 2013 when I did the market research, and this is Lamar Miller, now of the Houston Texans, previously of the Miami Dolphins, and Doug Martin, who had a pretty horrific 2016 season, but he still garners a little bit of value. He's a free agent now. He might find a new home, and Miller is entrenched as the Texans started running back, so they're both on this list. And number 9, Alshon Jeffrey, the number 1 receiver of the Chicago Bears, hampered with injuries in 2016, but still a promising future ahead of him. He may be franchise tagged prior to the 2017 season, but he still has some value in the hobby. Number 8, T.Y. Hilton, who has flourished in the Colts offense, a perennial 1,000-yard receiver, and one of the best deep threats in all of the NFL. Number 7, I can't believe he made the list, but his card still holds some value. Robert Griffin III. He floundered with the Browns last year, couldn't get out of his own way, started a few games. It was pretty bad, but his cards do have some value still, and they probably will have value forever, mainly because of his rookie season and what he did at Baylor back in 2011 when he won the Heisman. Number 6 is Ryan Tannehill, who he's kind of a quarterback you don't get too excited about. He doesn't get too high or too low, and the Dolphins are usually always around 500 or a little bit below. So there's not too much to get excited about here, but he does hold value mainly because he's a starting quarterback in the NFL in a quarterback-driven league. Number 5, Brock Osweiler. You guys know how he played last season. It was bad. Throwing 35, 40 times for 150 yards. That's not good. One thing he has going for him is his height at this point, but other than that, I really don't know. Number 4, fantastic linebacker, Luke Kuechly. Did not make the list back then, but now players have tuned into his playmaking ability. Side of the field linebacker, fantastic playmaker, and his cards have only gone up in value, and I expect more of a rise in the future. Number 3, Captain Kirk Cousins. He's back here. He's shot up from 10 to 3. And he's really, the last 2 seasons, he's turned into one of the, top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. Stat-wise, he might even be top 5 if you want to check that. But Kirk Cousins might be franchise tagged again. He's looking for a long-term deal. There's been rumors of him going to San Francisco, playing with this old offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan. We'll see what happens on that. Number 2, Russell Wilson. He's continued to play at a very high level. 2016 was not his best season, but 2015 he was playing at an MVP level. So continue more of the same. Expect more of the same from him going through the future, and I would expect him to stay where he's at. Number 1, Andrew Luck. He hasn't moved. His stuff is very, in my opinion, his card values they're overhyped a little. He's won, I think, 1 or 2 playoff games. Never been to a conference championship. Never been to a Super Bowl. Never won an MVP. And yet his cards can rival Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers, who both have rings. So I've said it before. I'll say it again. His cards are overhyped. He's a fantastic player. Don't get me wrong, but there's still room to grow for him. But his cards are very much entrenched in the hobby at this point. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment below. This is Nolan Klein of Elite Co 3, and again, the channel is being brought into a different direction, but it's an exciting journey we're going to take together, and we will see you next week for more content. Stay tuned for a new format of box breaks and also mail bins. It should be very exciting. Thank you.
Stocks by day, sports by night, trading around the clock. Sports, value, life. It's Elite Co 3.